In this episode, I'm going to show you how to change the transmission fluid in an Allison 1000 5-speed automatic transmission. This transmission is linked up to my 2001 LB7 Duramax. Thanks for tuning in today, guys. If you're tuning in today, then you're probably changing the automatic transmission fluid in your Allison 1000 for the very first time. So congratulations for taking that step. You're going to save yourself a lot of time and money, and you're going to give yourself a little peace of mind knowing that you did it and you did it correctly. So, since we're doing this for the first time, I thought we'd talk about what oils we're using, why we're using it, and a little bit about oil changing intervals and when to change your filter. So we're using Valvoline because I got a good price on it at O'Reilly's. I'm sure you can get a good price on this stuff anywhere. But more importantly, it's a Dextron 3 and 4 with the 2001 LB7 5-speed. And I believe it's a 2001 through a 2004.5. 5 speeds all require the Dextron 3. If you have a newer vehicle than that, definitely double check your manual. You may require Dextron 4 or 5. Transmission changing fluid intervals. So there's going to be two intervals that you'll work with these transmissions. The one that we're going to perform today is just a standard service change. You want to change your fluid about every 25,000 miles. I've owned this truck for about 2 years now, put about 20,000 miles on it. The fluid looked really nice when I got it, but now it's starting to look a little dirty, so we're going to go ahead and swap it out. If you run your truck really hard, do a lot of towing, hauling, cross-country stuff, or like this truck does, a lot of overlanding and has a camper on it 24/7, so it's always under load. Definitely keep an eye on your fluid. You may want to change it sooner than that. We're also going to change this filter, the exterior filter, because these Allisons have two filters. There's an interior and an exterior. These really only need to be changed about every 10,000 miles, and you don't need to change the fluid at the same time. You can just spin these right off. A little bit of fluid will drip out, and then you can spin the other one back on. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate that for you so you can see it for yourself. The second interval that you'd be working with only really needs to be done if you're servicing your transmission or if you hit 76,000 miles. And then that's when you pull your pan out, you pull out that old interior filter, change that out, and slap the pan on. Might as well do one of these while you're at it. And if you're going to do a change like that, I believe you need about 12.6 or 12.7 quarts for the whole transmission oil change. But definitely check your manual, make sure that's correct. I'm sure it differs between years and between 5 speeds and 6 speeds, manuals and automatics. So definitely check your manual. Today, like I said in the intro, we're working with a 2001 Allison 1000 5-speed automatic transmission. The only real tool that we're going to need today is a 15mm socket. I don't know if you can see that there. Yep, just a 15mm socket so that we can pull that plug. Beside your oil and your filter, you'll need a oil catch all that old transmission fluid, and you'll need a funnel to help you throw in the new fluid. And I'm using this Valvoline. Probably only going to need about 7.4 quarts, but we'll go ahead and double check that at the end, of course, just to make sure. All right, let's get into it. I'm going to show you this magnet. Get it to focus here. Show you this magnet here. You don't want to lose this, and your new filter does not come with one, so you want to take this off, inspect it, and clean it. This one actually looks pretty good. It's just covered in oil. It doesn't have a bunch of specks and flakes and things on it. You you can see. Always want to oil your seal there, because when you spin it on, there's going to be a lot of friction between the rubber and the metal, and you don't want to rip your seal off. Actually looks pretty good. Okay, let's just see what we got. We actually got a couple little metal flakes in here. Like that guy. Well, it doesn't make me happy. The old Allison's gonna need get worked on. Or we're gonna need to upgrade this old stalker to something a little nicer, which is inevitable. But I thought I would show you what that looks like. We got a little bit of metal flakes here. We got some pieces that came out. And here's the old filter. So nasty. I'm not even sure which brand that is. Oh, it's Wix. Okay. All right, that's what we have. Okay, I think we may have went about 7.5 quarts in there or so, but I think that'll be all right. So the only real way to check an automatic transmission fluid level is to warm up the transmission. So we're gonna go ahead and start it up, let it warm up to temp, maybe take it around a couple of blocks a couple of times, and see what happens. We're going to go ahead and clean up our mess while that warms up. We'll get back to you. Okay, we got her up to temp. Let's go check the tranny fluid levels. Perfect. Let's do a nice gradual takeoff here. And up to speed. Change is pretty smooth. That's how you change the transmission fluid in your Allison 1000 5-speed. Pretty simple, guys. I have faith in you. I know you can do it. Just make sure that when you're checking that fluid level that you have your transmission up to temperature, that your engine is running, and that you're on level ground. That's the only way to get an accurate reading on these automatic transmissions. She's shifting pretty smooth throughout the schedule, as you've seen. I like it. I like it. Shifts a little bit smoother, especially between 4 and 5. You know, that might have something to do with clearing out all the shavings and stuff out of there. Can't imagine the gears like grinding that stuff up, but hopefully the filter was keeping it out of my my gears anyways. We want to get all that metal out there anyways, right? That's weight reduction. The lighter your truck is, the more performance you get. Pretty soon you'll end up with a race truck. But I'll keep monitoring that. I'm not too worried about it at this time. It's an old truck, so it's bound to have some shavings and a little bit of specs and stuff in there at some point. We'll just make sure to keep up with her maintenance, keep checking her oil on a regular basis, make sure she's healthy, and pay attention to how it drives. If we feel it's deteriorating rapidly, then we'll send her into the shop and we'll get us a new transmission or rebuild this old one. That's just how it goes. Hope you found it helpful. Hope you found it entertaining. Hope you found it useful. If you did, smash that like button. It helps the channel out a ton. Gets this content out to other like-minded folks and to individuals who are working on their old rigs, just like you and I. Subscribe to see more content like this in the future. Hit that bell so that you can be among the first to see it. And go check out my channel, guys. I got a ton of videos on this truck, on my other Chevy 350, on my overland build. Got some overlanding videos, and we got a ton more planned in the future as well. So please stay tuned for that. But I think that's going to do it. I got to get back to work, and I got to make you more videos. So we'll see you on the next one.